Hello?
Hello? Is there anyone there?
Is this working?
Can you hear us? Hi, Ed.
It's on here, yes.
Is it working?
Oh, I hate live streams.
This is why we rarely do them, because we're not very good at them.
We're terrible. Terrible, Muriel.
Yes.
Oh, it's working. Okay, well done.
Great. Hi, Thomas.
Okay, yep. Cool.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's great to be here.
How's everyone doing?
This is Jeremy.
The rarely seen Jeremy?
The rarely seen, yes.
Oh, sounds great. It's good. We're actually out in the a friend's place out in a village. So there's a funeral or wedding over the other side. And you'll hear chickens.
There's roosters.
And roosters, and there's some dogs and cats.
Yeah.
So we've got the whole ambiance. Whole ambiance here.
Yes.
Hey, David.
Hi, David. Yes, so we're out in Prey Tom, which is one of those villages where I did the walk around video a little while back. Yeah, it's really, really pretty out here. But at the moment, it's stinking hot.
Yeah,
coming into like really, really hot season at the moment.
But the Command New Year is coming up soon, which will be really good. So I'm hopefully going to do a video, hopefully every second day, and through those 3 days, maybe every day, because it's really getting exciting here in Siem Reap. 12 degrees in Melbourne. It's about 27 here already. It's 8 in the morning.
It's 8 in the morning. Yeah.
A couple of days before it was like 37 during the middle of the days, and very hot and humid. Yes, so the water guns and water will be very nice when the Command Year comes up.
Yeah, it will be good. But there's just a sense of a real sense of excitement around the town. There's starting to be a lot more people here. The hotels are filling up. It's the decorations are up everywhere. Angkor is lit up.
Yeah.
So people can drive around at night and see the lights, and it's just great. There's a real sense of something big happening.
Yeah, all the water guns are out, ready to go. Tons and tons of them. So it'll be fun. A lot of our friends from Phnom Penh are coming up. Saw Sarah and Ryan from Itchy Feet on the Cheap last night.
They're in town.
They're in town. So if you see them, say hello. They're the tall, lanky people.
Yeah. Everyone's taller than me. It's so unfair.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. And Cambo Vlogs is coming at some point as well.
He said, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Yeah. We're going to go to Angkor and see all the lights, which would be really nice as well. So is it Fro? Is coming in next month to Siem Reap. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Is it your first time?
Maybe.
Not yours.
Not my first time. Well, the whole reason for this live stream is when we did the cost of living, we didn't talk about our travel expenses. And there's big news in that. We're going to launch a new channel. We'll leave it down below after we finish the feed. We've actually been to Thailand, Koh Samui, and Malaysia. We went to Malacca, Penang. Next month, we're going to go to Singapore. So anyone who's in Singapore, look us up, send us a message.
Yeah.
And is it June, July?
Yeah, June, July.
June, July, we're going to Malaysia for a whole month. 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So our other channel is going to be called For Real Global. So
there's no videos there yet.
No videos there yet. But after Command New Year, I'm going to start doing them probably on that Sunday. It's going to be all our travels and that kind of stuff. And that channel will be totally monetized, and the money we'll make from that we'll put into both the other channels. So we're going to keep For Real pure.
Just Cambodia
content. Just Cambodia content.
And the news will still happen every week, as it does.
Yeah, everything will be the same on For Real. For Real Global will be more our travels, and that money will be funneled into pay it forward things, doing stuff up.
We'll see.
Lots of projects I've got
Yeah.
in my mind ready to go.
I mean, it'll take a while. Well, it took a very long time for this main channel to be monetized. So, yeah, it's a real slog. You know, you have to get 1,000 subscribers and was it 4,000 watch hours?
40,000.
40,000.
No, 40,000.
I don't know.
Or 4,000.
Anyway,
Well,
you have to have a lot
70,000.
of watch hours as well. So it's not just a case of, you know, making the content and there it is.
Yeah.
But,
so in that one too, we have all the links to like booking.com, and we may even do buy me a coffee, just so it's nothing to do with For Real. It's be For Real Global, something different. So if you don't want to watch For Real Global, totally fine. Winning from Siem Reap. Are you on Siem Reap?
Who's in Siem Reap?
That person, 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Yeah, so
good to see you.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. And if you're in any of those places, we'll definitely want to get more local input. So we need to go back to Thailand eventually, and Vietnam and Philippines, everywhere really.
Yeah.
So if you have, we'll tell everyone where we're going before we go from now on, so we can actually meet up with people and they can show us around or show us the best places to go.
It's funny how some people, you know, you watch them when they travel around, they keep where they're going a secret right until the last minute. I don't understand that.
No, I'd rather talk to
Very
people
weird.
and get their information.
Yeah, because you can organize a lot more. But, we forgot to say that the reason we're doing all this travel is that when we first came to Cambodia back at the end of 2019 before COVID, our plan was to use Siem Reap as a base and do lots of travel around Southeast Asia from here. And of course, COVID happened and we weren't able to do it. So this is kind of resetting that original plan that we had and putting it into action.
Yeah.
But it just feels like since we've been back in Siem Reap since late last year, we've done so much travel. Like we've been, you know, all that time in Thailand, time in Malaysia. We've been to Banteay Chamar.
Yeah.
And we're off to Singapore and Malaysia again soon. But the thing that's been the enabler for all of that is pet sitting. So we joined one of those commercial pet sitting websites, and where you pay for an annual membership. It's not very expensive, maybe like $100 a year. And then you can apply to do these house sits for people. So when we go to Singapore, we'll be sitting one cat there. So it's an apartment, you know, and we get to use all the facilities there. Because we would never go to Singapore for 3 weeks. You know, the accommodation for that would be just outrageous. So to have that taken out of the equation means we can have a good look around and live more of a local life too. Yeah.
So we'll put on the other channel when we start that up, we'll go through what we did and what things you can do. Because it's a great thing to, okay, San. Hey, Mum.
Hey, San.
Yeah, Sandra's my mum. Hello, Mum. Yeah, they're down.
Mama Bear.
Happy Easter.
Yes, happy Easter.
Whoever does that is doing it now or tomorrow for people in America.
Shout out to Stephen and Denise as well.
Yes.
Stephen holds a bigger beard than Jeremy does. Jeremy's uncle. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. We used trusted house sitters.
Yeah.
So, they've been really good.
They have. They've been excellent. So that we did one on Koh Samui. Like we did not think that we would get that sit because it was our first one and we didn't have any reviews. It's like Airbnb when you stay, they leave a review, you leave a review, and it builds up like a profile. So,
hey, Mark. Mark's more interesting.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, I was seeing his huge dick. Deck.
What?
He made a deck. A dick. It's a New Zealander joke. They would get it.
Yeah. So house sitting is the key at the moment.
Yeah. It's actually it's Bianca. No, Danielle.
Very hard to see.
Flippin' B. Okay.
Good to see you.
That's all my cousins and relatives are down the beach in Keppel Sands for Easter. It's an Easter thing.
It is, isn't it? Going to the beach at Easter. Yeah. So house sitting is what we're doing, and in between, just doing as much stuff as we can in Cambodia as well. Yeah. So we're hoping to get around a bit more and see, do a trip to Battambang soon.
Yeah.
We need to go down south and go back to Phnom Penh so that we can do Kep and Kampot, see how those have changed since we were there last, and finally go to Sihanoukville.
Yeah.
See whether it is really as bad as everyone says.
So 2 people in Melbourne, got Mark and Foy.
Yeah.
That's
Melbourne's
12 degrees.
You guys didn't get much of a summer this year.
Oh, good feed, live feed. It's great. That's good. It's really weird because we're out a little bit and you can hear the funeral.
Yeah, there's a bit of chanting going on
You hear that?
in the village.
Oh, they're going to Kep. Yeah, Kep's lovely.
Yeah.
It's very small. It's different. It's very spread out, Kep. So.
Yeah, it's a strange joint, Kep. It's there's a lot to see, but it's odd.
Yeah. 3 days. Yeah, that's probably enough.
Yeah.
They've changed the the front as well. They've made this big out front the crab market.
Yeah, they have.
They made like a big peninsula. I don't know how that long one's going to last with tides and rain and stuff, but it's there at the moment, so it's something different. So anyone got any questions about the cost of living they want us to he's so excited, it'd be fantastic to ask us, because it was pretty in depth.
Except the travel budget. I mean, the travel budget is the same as the cost of living again.
Yeah.
Because all the flights and everything that we have, but it's great. But keeping the cost of living low while we're in Cambodia means that we can,
dental care. Yeah,
use a lot of that.
Dental care. There's a place in Siem Reap. I've only been to Siem Reap. They're very cheap. It can be very cheap. Called Master Dental, and a filling. And cost me $10 American, and that was a cracked tooth. They got out and filled it, so it was only $10. They have a list of everything they got there, but it's very, very cheap. David was there last week in Sihanoukville. Beaches look nice. Yeah. We've heard that if you haven't been there before, you won't know the difference, but they say the beaches are still quite nice, but a lot of construction still not finished. Yeah, the retirement visa is the best one.
Yeah,
it's probably, that's why a lot of people do come to Cambodia. If you're over 55, all you have to do is come and be over 55. And
you don't just show any income or anything like that.
No,
you just if you're over 55, you just pay the money for the retirement extension and you're good.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's very, very easy. It's no just any income, anything. You just got to be over 55. But the thing with that is there's no going back. You can't go from retirement back to working. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So when you're retirement, you got to be on retire. You can't, and you're not supposed to do any NGO work, any charity work. They do probably turn a bit of a blind eye to it, but legally, you cannot.
You're not supposed to do anything, even volunteering.
No have.
We both got really bad eyesight. We have to see what you're all saying over there in the corner.
Thanks, Mark, for the cost of living. Yeah, it was Claire did a very good job. I helped no end.
You corrected the figures.
Yes, I was a little bit wrong. But honestly, if you do move here, especially Siem Reap is a lot cheaper than Phnom Penh and even Kampot. And Kep, like Phnom Penh's probably a third higher than here, I would say. And then you go into Kampot, and it's probably nearly the same, maybe a little less than Phnom Penh.
It's in between.
But it's harder to get. The stores aren't there, and the stores are very small.
Yeah, Kampot's just a bit trickier because you have to go, instead of just going to one place to get everything you need, you have to kind of go around to 3 or 4 different places. But if you've got time and you don't mind doing that, it's fine. Yeah. So
we're going to go out and see the new airport is going to open up in October.
So they say,
yeah. So we don't know how to get there yet because it's I think it's 53 k's out. 58 k's out from here, which is really annoying. But it may bring more flights in, which may lower the price of flights here. And even if you're watching our motor vlog, they think I'm doing a direct flight from Australia straight to Phnom Penh, which would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. So you don't have to go to KL or Singapore. Just fly straight here, which would be a bit of a game changer, I think, if you lived in Australia. Just one flight, 8 hours straight here.
I reckon it would go from Melbourne.
Probably Melbourne, yeah. Of course, Melbourne gets everything.
Yeah.
Lucky buggers.
I think Mark knows someone.
Yeah.
He's put in the word.
He's got some good contacts. Yeah, nothing like Thailand. It's a very smart move by Cambodia, keeping that retirement visa easy.
Oh, I hope they don't change it.
It's the money people bring in is phenomenal. Like, you may have some people who don't have money that come here for that. A lot of people come here because they're on the edge of those two things. And it's so easy to get to Thailand. It's an hour flight or a 7-hour bus ride, which maybe I would never do again. Hint. Yeah. So the flights, you can get flights from here, from Siem Reap direct to Bangkok. It'll take you an hour and 15 minutes. And that can range anything between, we can get on sale around $60 American dollars, up to probably 100. But hello. But it's direct flight, no problem, easy. And from here as well, we went over to KL.
We did.
And that was only a 2-hour flight, and that's direct from Siem Reap, and we got that on sale.
Yeah.
And that was only 35 American dollars each, one way, so it was about 70 return. It was ridiculous for sale on AirAsia.
We kind of booked that before we started applying for these house sits and things. So we booked that 3-week trip to Malaysia, not knowing that we were going to do a 5-week dog sit in June, July. But anyway. So
everyone's just who've just come on. We've got 35 people watching. We have got a new channel. It's called For Real Global. I'll put in the links under when we finish this live stream. There's nothing there at the moment. I'm going to put some content probably next week. We just want to get through Khmer New Year first. Yeah. Because it's going to be big. It's going to be massive.
Oh, and we've got our first ever friends from home coming to visit.
Yes.
So, Scott and Beck. So, very good friends of ours coming over because Scott's got a conference in Bangkok, so it's easy to just
hop over,
slip next door to visit us. So nobody has come because of pandemic, obviously.
Well, they don't like us.
Yeah, So it'll be really nice to show some people around and see if they like it as much as we do.
Yeah, especially if you do come to Siem Reap, just give us a message. We always like having a coffee and having a chat. I've met maybe 10, 15 people just on the road or talking in a restaurant or meeting up.
Yeah.
So if you're ever here and you want especially as well, if you want to move here, feel free to contact us on our Instagram channel.
Yeah, you can do that.
It just connect on there is a lot easier because sometimes Facebook doesn't really work that well.
Doesn't it?
Not really.
No. Jeremy takes care of all that.
Instagram's the best, and we'll answer any questions you've got about moving here or find out. So there's no need to go anywhere else, really. If you really have a problem, just contact us, and we'll sort you out. We don't ask for any money for it. It's pretty easy.
The tourists, they're definitely not up to where they were, but both times we've flown back into Siem Reap, the plane's been absolutely chock full.
Yeah.
So if that's any indication.
Yeah.
And there are starting to be quite a few Chinese tourists around. Really notice that picking up again. Whatever your opinion is on that, it is what it is.
It's going to be very, very busy through Khmer New Year. So
it's going to be nuts.
It's beautiful too. They've done up the city. It's all looking beautiful actually. So it'll be really nice. See you later, Mark.
Oh, Mark's going, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Just
contact
us and we'll definitely go and have a coffee.
Does Siem Reap have the best value for quality? Yeah.
Well, that we know of.
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose there's other more remote or less what's the word? Less visited, less expated places.
Less westernized.
Less westernized places that would probably be cheaper, but if you want that certain level of Western access, Western comfort, then, we picked it because of the airport too.
Yeah, well, Siem Reap has got, like, we lived in Hoi An, which is close to Da Nang in Vietnam for a year, ages back, and that's why when we move somewhere, we pick like certain factors, like cost of living is one, obviously, position to an international airport, a touristy kind of town, because it has good restaurants. A lot of people speak English. You'll have transport, hopefully, to major places. The transport links are more interconnected. Everyone, you can meet different people as well.
There tend to be more expats living in those areas too, because they're running businesses that service that tourism industry too.
Yeah. So we think Siem Reap is the best. If you don't have to live in Phnom Penh, I wouldn't. It's too big, too crazy. Oh, that's a loud bird.
It's not, if you like riding, it's a bit hectic to ride around down there, where it's much more relaxing, and you can get out into the countryside from Siem Reap so quickly.
Yeah,
within 5 minutes you're out in the dirt roads, looking at villages.
Well, in 10 minutes you're out in the Angkor Wat.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a straight drive out.
Yeah, so things like, if I feel like doing my run out at Angkor Wat, I can go out there and just do it out there, which is amazing to have that right on the doorstep.
Yeah. The retirement visa, I've been told that you can go out and get it done yourself. You just need all the documents. It costs $180.
Oh, in Phnom Penh.
In Phnom Penh, yeah.
You go to Department of Immigration.
Yes.
Lynn. Yeah, you can do it yourself, but if you're in Siem Reap, then you have to factor in the travel down to Phnom Penh and stuffing around. And I think if you're going to get denied, it would be more likely to happen if you tried to do it yourself. So I would say at least the first time, I'd just pay. Just pay the money.
Yeah, so we're out in a nice little village. Claire has already done a walk. We'll probably do another one because it's so lovely out here.
It's Prey Tom and Chonlong.
Yeah, so it's only about 7 or 8 Ks out of town.
Yeah.
And it's totally different. Cross over the wall you can't see is like big rice paddies, and they're having a funeral or a wedding, one of the two. It's really hard to, if you can't see the structure, you don't really know what's happening. But it's very loud, very, very loud.
There's been a lot of Khmer techno happening.
Khmer techno, worst techno in the world.
Yeah.
If you hear it, you don't want to hear it again.
I think we're missing a lot of comments here. You getting the visa in Phnom Penh. Oh yeah, that was then saying about that.
The capital, I wouldn't say Siem Reap's it's not hard to come. Cambo, how you doing?
Hey.
When are you going to be here? Hopefully someone's coming.
You're in the middle of saying?
Oh, the transition coming to Cambodia. Siem Reap is probably just as easy because it's a tourist town. A lot of, if you want a place to live, all you do is go on Facebook, say what you're doing, what you want, you'll have a house in 3 days.
Yeah. You can go out in the street and walk around if that's your thing.
Transitional wise, I think being in a smaller place where you can get around easier, you can walk around, no problem. No problem at all.
Yeah. I think it's a bit easier to navigate that stuff in Siem Reap because you can go to an agency like IPS and they have, like, one of the agents there has a car and she'll take you around to different places and show you.
Yeah.
They tend to deal in that, let's say, I don't know, $200 and up kind of price range.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for those really, really cheap ones, they don't really deal in those because they are targeting more of an expat market, and mostly expats don't want to live in those.
So Claire may be doing something about that.
Yeah, I'm going to get something together because some people have asked for a video about apartments in that $50 and under kind of category. So it'd be interesting to see. I mean, in theory, people say they want that, but when they actually see what that looks like, I wonder if they still do.
Yeah. It's anyway. Very, very rustic and very what's it called, local. Like, but you have to figure in your fridge, your washing machine.
You're stealing.
Sorry,
it's my content.
Oh, sorry. We won't go into that too much. Oh yes, NGOs. We're gonna hopefully there's a going to see Heartprint, and we're going to go and see one, the cows.
Yes, cows for Cambodia. Yeah, we're hoping to do that in April. I need to get onto that and see what's happening.
Yeah.
But there's some cows that came over from Australia, and they actually came from our hometown.
Yes.
Rockhampton. Yes. Rockhampton cows in Cambodia, improving the gene pool.
And the person that came over was from Rockhampton, who we met as well.
Yes.
Robbo? We'll call him Robbo. It pretty well does everyone.
Yeah, but one of the well-known graziers up there was the guy that supplied the cows.
Yeah. So we're going to go and see that. It'll be very interesting.
It will. Cows. They were bulls, weren't they?
Bulls, yeah. Cows, no problem. No need. Because they just get cows here.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. $1,000 is like, I can say yes, easy. Yeah. It depends on your quality of life. Like, our quality is pretty good. We go out. No, beer later, Ryan.
What's this?
It's a beer now time.
Beer time,
yeah. Sarah.
I've been up all night.
We've been drinking the whole time. Sarah and Ryan just got here last night. We had a few drinks with them. But Sarah is she's on holiday and she's ready to party, I've been told. Yeah, definitely. Siem Reap is Siem is way easier.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry too much about the different areas, whereas in Phnom Penh, it's really going to determine your existence where you decide to live.
Yeah.
And if you want lower price, you're going to have to go to one of those areas, and you're going to be a long way from where you might want to go.
Yeah, where we live, which will be in a apartment tour shortly. Everything shortly.
Yeah.
Apartment tour. We live really close to all those nice restaurants.
Taffel Road.
Taffel Road. Down the road is a little Angkor, which is the supermarket. I'm not like a complex. Miniature complex. So shops down there. Everything's in within a 5-minute, 10-minute walk for us. Pub Street is probably a 15-minute walk. We don't really go there, but the outskirts around it, like
sometimes we do.
We go to Beatniks.
We go to Beatnik a bit.
Beatniks is fun. It's just on the edge. It's not in. So anyone who's been to Siem Reap knows Beatniks. It's just outside the main drag there, which is fantastic.
Sometimes we have a beer at Viva, or one of the two Vivas.
Viva? I can't remember.
You know Viva? It's the Mexican place.
Oh yes, yeah. That's on the edge as well, near Beatniks.
Yeah.
Not in the.
But we don't really go into the middle of Pub Street where all the loud music and crazy shit goes on.
Don't need. Price go up double there anyway.
No, just not really interested in
bank accounts. It's really easy to get a bank account here, or when you come over for a longer term, you just need your visa. So you just get like a 6-month visa, bring it in, and then you'll get an ABA bank account. No problem.
You go to the pop-up pub. Your mum's going.
Oh, that sounds. They don't know that.
Where's the pop-up pub?
It's in Keppel Sands.
Oh.
Because Keppel Sands, and I was going to detail about Australia. Keppel Sands is a very, very, very small little beach town in Queensland. So it's so small that it can't really, the pub closed down. I know. So they have pop-up pub. So they go out to there's like a race course or a showgrounds, and they've got a pub set up, and all the money they make from that goes into a charity as well. So
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, good work, Keppel Sands.
Yeah.
That's nice. Oh god, I'm so blind. And they make the colours.
I know,
all
it's
different
really
colours.
hard to
It's
see.
really hard to see.
Yeah.
Black.
Have
and
a
red.
good time at the pop-up pub.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh god, I can't see that one.
I was just in Cambodia last week.
I'll use my phone.
Nice. Hi, Aaron. Love seeing Aaron's photos popping up on Instagram.
Oh, very nice.
Facebook. Yeah.
What's your feed again?
It's his name.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Look that up. It's beautiful. It's really nice.
Yeah, good thing about using rental agency is free. Yeah, rental agencies are a good way to go. The only reason I wouldn't use one is if I happened to find a property that was listed by the landlord, and then I'd just contact them. Because some of them do. Some of them will advertise in the Facebook groups. Because there's a few groups called Cheap Rent Siem Reap, or house and apartment rental Siem, things like that. If you just look up Siem Reap and then apartment or whatever, you'll find.
As well as that,
Siem Reap rent.
Always negotiate. Always negotiate.
Yeah.
And then you never pay what they ask. you can negotiate probably at least $25 to $50 off your rent.
Some of them are putting up outrageous costs
Yeah,
for the electricity these days.
Electricity should be the standard price is $1,000 here.
Standard, yeah.
That's not the local price. Local price is about, I think, 600 or 700.
Yeah.
But the 1,000 is for like their own costs, the cleaners, if there's a pool, sometimes like that. But if you're paying over 1,000, just say no.
No.
And water itself, if they want $5 per person, just say I'm not paying $5 per person. It's $5 for both of us.
Yeah.
It's only 63 cents a cubic meter. Yeah, cubic meter.
Mm.
So the two of us, we only use 1 cubic meter a month. Which
That's
is
because Jeremy doesn't shower.
Yeah, because I'm filthy. Because it's 63 cents. So they're making $4 every month just on that. If they're trying to do $5 each time.
Oh, it's just
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're just trying to like make the rent lower to attract people and then earn it back in the water electricity.
But as well as that, when you're looking for apartments, look through the sites and look at the same place. Different people will put them up at different prices. So some will put them up $10, $20 more, so they know you're going to negotiate back down from that. So they kind of factor that in. But if you get the one that's got the right price, you can still get that $20 off.
Yeah. Is there no solar there? There should be. There really should be. The amount of sun, like we have an abundance of it.
Oh, the sun! It's just crazy. There's I don't know if it's the cost or
they have it on a small scale. So like if you're in
solar lights.
Yeah, there's a lot of the villages have solar lights lighting the streets, and things like people who live on those boats on Tonle Sap will have a couple of panels that they can plug in 1 or 2 things. But as for actually powering a house like we would back home, no, that it's not at that
very
scale
rare,
yet.
Very rare. But
hopefully it'll come.
They should. There's a lot of problem at the moment. A lot of because I think Cambodia gets their electricity from Laos and Thailand, I think.
Yeah.
And the problem with Laos is that they're doing a lot of damming. A lot of damming happening, so that affects Cambodia in a different way because it's really making a mess of the Mekong, really is. So hopefully they'll get into solar and try and wean their power needs off Laos and Thailand, because it's not sustainable and it's not good. Because they were thinking about doing it in Cambodia at one stage, but I think that was knocked on the head because of putting up dams, and making hydroelectricity. Yeah, because of the dolphins and stuff.
The damming is already having an impact because the water's not flowing back into the Tonle Sap as much as it used to, or as much as it should.
Yeah. So, like I was thinking about, getting solar for some places, and maybe with our other channel for Real Global, and doing a solar panel challenge and doing a house up with solar panels, just something like that would be pretty cool. Best time to visit Cambodia, definitely. Well, it depends. If you like a bit of rain, maybe October, I reckon. October to January, February.
Yeah.
But if you don't like that much rain, probably more towards November to February is the best time. It's cooler.
Yeah, just we've been having some big storms though. Like while we were away recently, there was a huge one. And since we've been back, there was a massive one as well.
Yeah. A lot of people do collect water in those big jars. I've seen that quite a bit.
Oh, those big stone.
Yeah, jars.
Concrete ones.
Yeah. They're having a big problem in Phnom Penh at the moment with lack of water.
Yeah, not much showering going on down there either.
No. Oh, that's good. Was it?
Oh, thunderstorm.
Tom.
Nice.
How you doing, Tom?
Hey, Tom.
If you want to subscribe to a channel, there's Tom there. Tom Trips Out.
Yeah.
He's a very talented magician. He plays instruments.
Yeah, but he's working as a teacher in Phnom Penh. So if you're interested in that.
Yeah, so he does all the...
Not just that.
Not just that. He does a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
But he's big into, if you want to move to Cambodia to be a teacher, go and see Tom. He's actually doing it, so he knows a lot of people in Phnom Penh. We know some people here as well. If you want to do TEFL,
they run that destination TEFL, so you can come and do your TEFL qualification here in Siem Reap, and they will look after like all of your accommodation while you do it, and then they'll help you find a job afterwards as well. It's like a package deal.
Yeah.
So
just tell them
nice
for Riel sent you.
Yeah.
They'll be very happy about that.
Pros and cons of an apartment or house in Cambodia.
Yeah. That's a good question.
That is a good one. Depends if you're a family, maybe a house is better. If you're a single or a couple, I'd say security-wise, an apartment is good because you can lock it up and leave it when you go away much more easily. There's going to be other people around.
Yeah.
It tends to have better security for the bikes and things.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even have a security person there.
Yeah.
More common in Phnom Penh, I guess.
If you're going to go away a lot, like that's another big issue. Like you've got plants and things that'll die, or you got pets. If you're in an apartment, you're less likely to have a pet or that many plants, and definitely security wise, like most places are it's in a complex, so it's hard to get into. They'll have cameras, lights, they'll have a cleaning lady that comes as well and clean all the outside for you. Wi-Fi is usually included. If anything goes wrong in your house, the owner would come out and fix it eventually, but it's a lot easier if you're in an apartment. You just go, bring someone straight away.
Having said that, the longer people stay here, the more likely they have a house as opposed to an apartment. So it seems to be people kind of graduate to that after they've been here a number of years.
Like if we didn't travel as much as we do now, we'd probably go into a villa, maybe. Because we're out here at our friend's place, and it's beautiful, but it's a lot of effort, a lot of work. You may have to look after the yard as well if you get a house. So you maybe have to work that into the rent if you want.
It's more likely that they would want a longer lease. Like usually they want 12 months, and often the houses don't come with much furniture. So when you get an apartment, it's usually furnished right down to, pots and pans, often definitely sheets on the bed and things like that. But when you get a house, it can be quite basic in terms of what's there. So you're up for a bit more stuff to set it up.
If you don't know, Claire loves the Honda Cubs, and it's Nathan. Oh, Nathan.
Oh, I love that Honda Cub.
Yeah, Nathan was saying that they're starting to import the Honda Cubs into Cambodia.
Yeah. I'm going to flog off my click and get one of those.
That's some terrible. Ew. So can you play? No, you can't. I don't think you can play any. You can't do anything that's connected to gambling. So even like raffles and things like that are technically illegal. A few NGOs were doing some fates and stuff, and they were going to have some raffles, and now the government, or if like someone got wind of it, they said, well, that's actually gambling, so you can't actually do that. Technically gambling. New Brunswick, Canada. Your friends of
is it nice and cold?
Ryan and Sarah.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
How much is English elementary school per quarter?
Oh, we probably talk to Tom.
Don't know about that.
Talk to Tom.
It would depend whether it's when you're talking about schools here, like if you're bringing kids over, it really depends whether you want them to go into a school for the full curriculum to be taught in English, or whether you want them to go to a local school for most of the stuff and then to an English school for the English language component. So you got to weigh that up first, and that's going to determine the price.
Yeah. You got to watch out. You will get done in Cambodia if you do run red lights, if you're this way inclined. So do always follow the traffic laws. That's a big thing if you come into Cambodia. Follow traffic laws.
Most of the time.
Well, all the time, Claire. Or you'll get done. I've been.
You're only turning right on a red light.
That's fine. That's allowed. That's allowed here.
Okay.
Yeah, you just can't go straight through. You can turn right. You can turn right on a red light.
And we always wear a helmet too.
Always wear a helmet. There's a few places in Siem Reap you can't turn left. There's one-way streets. They will be standing on the one-way street, and they'll get everyone now.
Yeah.
If you go through a red light, and if you're local, doesn't really matter. But if you're not a local, you'll get The going rate's about $5 to $10 for a ticket.
Yeah, but you never actually see the ticket.
No, I paid $20,000 for turning left, and 50 for going through a red light because I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
But that's the going rate. So if you're here, just remember.
Depends what you got in your wallet.
Yeah.
And what they see is in your wallet.
Always put your money away, and I just have like a 20,000 there. And I go, look, that's all I've got, mate. That's all I've got.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. I'll pay the fine just straight to you.
Yeah.
Have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nathan went a bit crazy on the old cub.
Oh really?
And it got done.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, is that turning left? The turning left just near the old market.
Onto that bridge.
Yeah, there's everyone gets done there. They stand at the roundabout and wait for you.
Yeah. Who's this? How are you two going? Yes, it would be good to see you in Siem Reap.
Yeah. So we'll probably wrap this up soon. We've got 60 people on.
I know.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So just repeating from way back at the start.
Are we going to stay till 9 or no?
We'll go another 20 minutes if people want to stay. If you want to stay, thumbs up, everyone. Thumbs up. Yes.
This is so stimulating, this conversation.
So the big thing was that at the start of it, we're starting a new channel called For Real Global. We'll put the link. That's Claire, For Real Global.
Okay. I'm showing Mangoes.
For Real Global. For Real Global. Remember that name. So For Real Global. And we're starting that channel. No content on there yet, but it'll be next weekend. I'll put some stuff up from hints and tips from traveling from Siem Reap or Cambodia into Bangkok. And if you're going across the Phuket border, which is a very interesting border.
It is interesting over there.
We will probably do a ride up there one day and stay overnight and have a look around because it's a very interesting place. It's Sanookville probably but not on the water. It's a very weird place and a very interesting place. I think it'd be fun to go to.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, Cambodia is a very fun place to be. Everything is different. Very, very different.
Yeah.
Thank you for the news. Oh my God, my site's terrible.
Yeah, mine too.
The names pop up and they're in colors, which is a stupid thing from YouTube. Please stop that because it goes onto the colors of red, brown on black. Doesn't work.
No, it's really hard to see.
So trying to see your name, that's why you're getting really close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
new channel. We're just gonna try and see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be fun because all that money will funnel back in. It's like getting probably a drone, maybe. Yeah. Claire doesn't like me getting a drone because I had one before and crashed and broke it. So a drone and a lot of fun things like definitely want to do some renovation work on some people's houses, like pay it forwards. A lot of things I want to do, and it'll be very interesting if that money I can use from that channel to pump into For Real here, which will be quite a lot of fun things to do. I'm looking forward to it.
It's interesting how that's one thing that you don't realize before you come here is how busy you're going to be. There's just so much. Like I just find myself so busy all the time. We
got so many places to be and do, and so much content we can make at the moment.
Yeah, it can be a little bit overwhelming, and there's also you find yourself saying yes to more stuff than you should.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Really.
So everyone on here next week we'll try and do a lot of Khmer New Year. So I'll go to the temples, look at the lights out there, all the fun water fights. There's tons of things happening. We may go out. We are going to go out and do the Guinness World Record.
Yeah, there's two Guinness World Record attempts happening. I don't know about the Madison dancing one.
Yeah, I can dance, but probably not Madison wise. But and
the other one is making paper hearts.
I could do that.
I'd be comfortable with that.
Yeah. So
it's actually inside the wall of Angkor Wat. So it's on one of the kind of grassed areas in there.
So Robert goes, yes, get a drone. Thanks. Have to do it now.
I don't think it adds anything personally.
Convince someone.
Oh. Yeah. It's just more junk that you have to carry around,
Yeah. The New Year's going to be mental. It's at the moment, it's starting to build. There's a lot of decorations going up, a lot of people coming in. The government has put on all extra buses and transport to get people back.
Free buses back to your home province.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Unfortunately, I think we'll be in KL for the games.
We'll be in Singapore
For the games, but Ryan's going to try and go to all those games. Be very interested because they're free now, which is not because Ryan's not going because he's cheap, since his name's cheap, but he's just going there. That itchy feet on the cheap, Ryan and Sarah. Ryan's going to go to most of the events if he can. We don't know about the ticketing yet. It's free. It's free, but we do not know how to get tickets. So anyone knows how to get tickets, please leave a comment down below, because we could give that to Ryan to use. We don't know.
I don't know how they are going to manage. They can't just have hordes of people turning up because it's free. Like, it still has to be managed in some way. So
a future group meet and Siem Reap. That'd
be cool. Yeah.
We're always open.
We often hang out with Kelly from Autumn in Asia and Dave.
Yeah.
Dave does Cambodia, and Julia Hoare's channel.
Yeah.
She's a friend of mine.
We haven't met Andy from Out of Your Shell. He's
Out your shell.
He's got a nice beard on him. Nice beard. Don't call him Ginge.
He calls himself Ginge.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, call him Ginge then. Okay.
So there's a few people here now, which is great. I mean, we support all YouTube. Like, the more the better.
Yeah.
It's not a competition. The more there are, the better it is for all of us, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're not on YouTube, we'd definitely meet up anyway.
Yeah. Start a channel. Do it. Everyone should start a channel, because everyone's got something different to say, different to show. Everyone can come to Siem Reap and see different things and show different things. It's good. They were looking at changing the portal from payments to free, but okay. Registering people,
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan, Nathan. I'm hoping that they would do that. Yeah.
So if you're in Phnom Penh, I think Nathan knows a lot about it. We were just wondering how it worked, because it'd be pretty chaosy, because it's free. Do you just rock up, or you try and buy it online, or is there a certain number?
I guess some of the things that are taking place on the river and stuff, that they might not be, it might just be sort of turn up there and take a seat. I don't know. Take a seat.
Yeah.
Find a spot. Don't know. Yeah. We were the same, but stuck in, we very much felt stuck in Australia when we went back.
When you leave for a long amount of time to another country, it's hard to go back into your old life. And we found the place, like, Cambodia is very easy to live in, and hard as well, but it's freeing. It's very free to do a lot of stuff. You can try new stuff. You get to meet a lot of new people. There's another person we want to meet. He's doing bamboo. So he should be up and running shortly. He was hammering it for a while there. So hopefully we're going to see him. He's making bamboo boards, which is a very good idea here, because there's so much bamboo, and bamboo is an amazing product, and it grows so quickly. It's renewable.
So he's just only this year, I think, he came over and started that stuff. But he's out near Kulin Mountain. He's got a big plant out there.
Yeah. He's really
processing plant, not bamboo plant.
Well, probably both.
Probably both.
Probably both of them.
Yeah, but he's built the big baths that you need to treat the bamboo, and you've got all the chemicals that he needs for all that stuff. Sourced all of it, some from outside of Cambodia, and brought it in. It's been quite a mission, because he posts on one of the expat groups. So we've been watching the progress of that.
Yeah. Hey, Kelly. Kelly's just come on.
Oh, hello.
Better late than never, Kelly.
I know.
Slept in.
Only just got him getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Bit slack.
I was going for his 10K run.
Yeah. Or the drone. Australia is getting worse. Cost of living in Australia is just outrageous. But it's not just the cost of living. It's like
it's
the freedom that you have here, and just how much more interesting and exciting day-to-day life is.
Yeah.
It's so boring at home. We were just living in an apartment, going to the shops, going to the gym.
With the drone, they the people still fly drones around here, probably not near the airport, but the airport's moving in October. Well, it's supposed to be moving in October. We don't really know. That's scheduled. It may be earlier, maybe later.
Did they say 40% complete?
No,
Or
more than that.
that?
More than that. I think it's 60.
Phnom Penh New Airport is 40%.
Yeah. 60 to 80%, I've been told, the other one. It may be earlier.
You've been told.
I got contacts. I know people.
They're on the phone giving you updates all the time.
Exactly. On the pulse.
Yes. Everything you said resonates with me. Kiwi lived in China and South Korea. Yeah. It just feels like, I don't know, day-to-day life in the West is boring.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And
everyone around you is just doing this, I don't know, scrambling to get a car, scrambling to get a house, scrambling to get ahead and stay ahead. And it's just refreshing to step away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing quite well. It's lovely here.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, and accommodation's quite cheap. There's a lot of there's never going to be a shortage in Cambodia because it's like they like building and labor is cheap, so it's cheap to put up a building here.
To think that we live comfortably in an apartment for $175 a month is crazy.
Yeah, that's the apartment, not everything else included.
Yeah, just the base rent, but it's crazy.
So, any other questions you want to ask us? We've got 8 minutes. We're trying to cut off an hour.
Yeah, I'm sorry if we've missed comments in the feed. It's hard to keep up, especially with our
so many people.
No, it's our eyesight that's the issue, I think.
Yeah. So again, back to the Riel Global. We'll put the link down below. You want to join up there? I'll have some content next week. Be great.
You better do it now.
Oh, well, so I'm saying it, so I have to do it. Otherwise, I just don't do stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. Hop on there, get the hours up, get some cash, and then we'll do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely Siem meetup is in order.
We should do that.
We'll get all the other YouTubers as well. I'll get them to do a meetup the same night, and we'll go somewhere, maybe Brothers Cafe, which is my
it seems to be the place where we meet people, Brother Cafe.
Because beer's only 63 cents. Like, come
63
on.
cents.
Come on.
Up from 50.
Yeah, that was that was a bit harsh.
It's just a good open air kind of central meeting spot.
Yeah, dental tourism is a thing here. Malaysia is supposed to be good for dental as well. But if you come here, you can't find it. A flight to over KL is very cheap. So anything you need, like if you want checkups and stuff, you probably go to KL. But it's getting better and better here every year. The dental, there's a few in Phnom Penh which are really good. I wouldn't come to Siem Reap for just dental. I'd go to Phnom Penh for dental, but that is a thing. Yeah.
Late to the show.
Oh, David. Coffee and waffles. Yes, we always like a bit of waffle.
Yes. Oh, yes. Baby elephant. Yes.
Oh, back in December. Is your wife going back to China? I think.
No, that's not Dave.
That was the other Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, so many Daves.
I know.
We know about 5 Daves.
I know. There's Daves everywhere.
Yeah, that's Dave from California.
Oh, I had a blood test quite recently. I wanted to check my thyroid levels because something that, has been an issue for me for a while. But I found this pathology lab on Watbo Road, and the guy there has got a PhD and whatever from the West. And you don't have to go to a doctor first. You just go to this guy, and he's got a sheet of paper that has all of the different blood tests that he can do there. And you just tick the box of what you want.
Like a menu.
And some of them are like $1, $1.50, $2. The thyroid ones were $11 each. But yeah, he was wonderful. And then he just sent me a PDF with the results that afternoon because he actually does the testing on site himself. Brilliant service. Highly recommend. Like if you know what you need.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Nearly everything's available here. It's going to be dearer. Like more expensive things, milk, cheese, yogurt's not too bad.
Because it's locally made.
It's locally made.
Well, yeah.
Kind of. A beer is cheaper here than in your own home country, which is a very weird thing. But everything, you can find nearly everything here.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely going to go to Palin and Battambang soon.
Yeah.
So I think we can ride to Battambang and then we can do a bit of a side trip out to Palin from there. because those are we haven't been to Palin province before, but
No, we're going to try and do every province.
It's tiny. It's over there on the border. Tiny.
We're going to try and do every province. Get around. Because
I don't want to say that because it's.
Well, we can say we're going to try.
We can try. Well, we're going to. We will attempt to.
We'll attempt.
We'll attempt.
We'll attempt.
Yeah, because we've crossed off Otomi and Che and Antimi and Che now.
Yeah, that was easy. The road was really good. So if you want to ride out there from Siem Reap, no problem.
Yeah,
Just
one day I'm going to do the videos from the Bante Chamar trip.
All these things you got to do.
Autumn in Asia, Kelly, he's already done his. His are up and up, so you can watch them. They're great. But I haven't done ours yet.
Yeah, for the day doable.
Lazy.
Yeah, we'll do that in one day. Battambang.
Battambang. That'd be fun.
Yeah. The road's supposed to be a lot better than the last time we went out though. That'd be great.
We'll be there next week.
Brett.
Oh, good.
Look us up. We're around. I stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll be strapped.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go out for a ride somewhere today since I'm up and about pretty early.
I have no idea how far a tank goes. No clue.
It depends how far you go.
Yeah, how far is it? Like we don't know. I don't really. I just drive around and then it gets empty. But we don't really ride that much, really.
Depends where you go. Yeah, I mean, if you go to Angkor, it's only about 5K.
Yeah.
There.
Because everything's very close in Siem Reap. You can walk if you have to, and if you do ride, it's minimal.
I go out to that Bekong area quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's so lovely out there. It's probably 10K along the highway.
Backpackers, they're.
Oh dear, yeah. There's that big place on Funky Lane that's got the pool in the middle, and they're always they're always playing
backpackers
loud
aren't really.
music.
They're just the same. They're the same.
Yeah, I mean, they're always going to be the first to come back, aren't they?
Yeah. They're the first to come back anywhere in the world.
We have seen a lot of older
Cockroaches.
travelers, though, haven't we?
Huh?
We've seen a lot of older couples traveling.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's very easy to do travel. You don't need a company. It's very simple.
Yeah, independent travel is good.
No,
My wife is asking if we've ever gone to Kampong Cham. No, we haven't been there yet.
No, not yet.
No, I've been learning where all the provinces are because I've been making a map to show the landmine clearance progress so that I can kind of colour in each province when it gets declared landmine free. So that's been a good way of me learning where all the different ones are.
Yeah. We are actually going to do some Khmer courses because it's been very bad. That really.
Yes.
Terrible.
Yes.
Very rude. Like people when we come back from overseas, there's this one immigration bloke. There's about 10 of them. We always seem to get the same immigration bloke. And he walks up and he sees us and he looks at the thing and he just goes straight into Khmer. And he's like just da-da-da. And you're like, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, bye. And no idea what he's saying. No idea what he's saying, but every time.
Yeah.
I have a family restaurant in town. Is there a family?
Huh?
The family? A family restaurant?
A family.
The language is not that difficult, really, compared to Vietnamese or Chinese. It's not tonal.
The issue is here.
It's us.
100%.
Yeah.
We need to make the effort, and we just haven't.
But at the moment, if you do listen, you can hear, words, and they are okay. And, you can pick it up. You can pick it up.
And now we do this weird thing where if we know a word, we put it in. We say things like, can we get the ketloi? I mean, that's just ridiculous, Yeah. Anyway. Well, it's nearly 9 o'clock.
Yeah, the alphabet. That's a big thing.
It's very, not having the script that you can read, because at least in Vietnam or Malaysia, where they use the same script, you can at least make an approximation of what something sounds like.
Yeah.
But in Thailand, Cambodia
and Laos,
Myanmar, no.
Same. The script is like you can't really read it. You have to study it to read it.
Yeah.
It's not sounded out that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Claire's got a mango. We won't eat that, but it's pretty green.
It's good for salad, but it's good.
Oh no. Locals and authorities, no. I don't. There has been incidents of people on drugs and a little bit all drunk, assaulting a few people here and there. But that's very rare. It is very rare. So whatever you see on those fly-by-night people that come into a place and go within 2 days or 3 days and say Cambodia is the most horrible place. It's so dangerous. It's this, it's that.
Oh, we got scammed.
We got scams and all this kind of stuff.
It's just, that guy that said almost trafficked.
Oh, don't
because somebody, he took a tuk-tuk and the driver asked him if he wanted to meet a lady or something. And so he turned that around to a thumbnail that said almost trafficked.
Yeah, almost trafficked. So there is trafficking in Cambodia from other countries. That's more scamming people when they fly in. You're not going to be walking in the street, someone's going to throw a bag over your head, throw in the back of a tuk-tuk and take off towards Snookville. No. That's never going to happen. Never. No. That's a crazy thing, and that's a very negative portrayal of Cambodia. It's fantastic. Give it a go. Always be mindful of your belongings, like any big city. Snatch and grabs do happen, but very rare. If you walk around with your phone like this, you may have problems, but apart from that,
I think
come
in
to Cambodia.
It's when you're in the streets, it's going to be packed. You'll have to really keep your stuff in front of you so that you can know where it is at all times.
Exactly. Mostly petty crime.
Yeah. Opportunistic petty crime. Like nobody has a
agenda
and a plan to come and rob you.
So thanks for coming.
Yes.
Remember, For Real Global. They'll be down below, and we'll start putting some content on next Saturday, Sunday. So that'll be great. Thanks for everyone, and
lovely to see you all here. Thank you for joining. Sorry if we didn't get to you. If you left something in the chat,
if you've got any messages for us, go to Instagram, leave me a message. I always reply, unless it's really crazy. Okay, thanks. See you all later. Have a great day.
Bye.
Not ended yet. End.